Welcome to Sacred Source Tarot. My name is Aisha, and this is a timeless reading. So it's by no coincidence that you've clicked on this video. There is some divine intervention happening here. I feel like your higher self is definitely getting involved and nudging you to click on this video. And so you're here, and there is definitely an important message for you to receive to open up your possibilities. So without further ado, let's get started. I've pre-shuffled my oracle deck, and the card that is coming out for you is Horus, Cosmic Gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful, miraculous changes are occurring. Beautiful. So definitely there is this gateway that is opening for you at this point in time. Specifically, the person that is receiving this, or the people that are receiving this, there is this gateway that is opening up for you. Now with the Horus, who is the Egyptian eagle headed god, he is known for his psychic abilities, his foresight, and his ability to sort of travel between worlds. He helps us move between or move into the cosmos, and the cosmos sometimes is like, oh, the darkness, the expanding universe, the unknown. And for all the spiritual people who practice meditation, the 4D, the place of the unknown, the darkness, where there is no time and no space, he opens that up for us, and he sort of kind of asks us to become aware of what energies are around us, what energies are we influencing, what energies are influencing us. All right. So this is a very, very powerful time for you. Your thoughts are really potent at this point in time. Your focus is and your mind is kind of attracting everything into your space. This is really, I feel like, a period of time where you need to be mindful of what is happening in your mind, what is happening in your mindscape. What are you cultivating? Is it positive? Is it empowering? And really, I think for those receiving this message, you are definitely on a spiritual path. You are experiencing some really magnificent spiritual growth, and this is really that gateway into that higher consciousness, into a deeper understanding of your soul's purpose, and also just like that verge of that inner change that's happening. And then as yourself, as you change within you, you start to manifest that into the outer world, into the 3D world, into the world of what we experience in the tangible, right? So I really do feel like at this point in time, you have the ability to sort of manifest all that you desire, all that you are, passionate for, what your heart's desires are. And you're kind of trying to pull from a higher space, so you can get inspiration from a higher place, your divine self, your higher self, and you're really bringing in some of that inner power. Now, I'd love to get more guidance for this reading. It is really one that is I think is a really transformative one, and there's a lot of unfolding situations in your space. So for this, I'd like to pull out 4 cards, and those four cards will focus on, number 1, what actions you need to be taking, and then number 2, what is your wiser self wanting you to go, or where is your wiser self wanting you to go? What do they want you to know? And your wiser self, or your higher self, is the higher self that has experienced all the lives that you've lived, including this one, that has seen all the possibilities and the paths that you can take and what that outcome is. And because you're on this specific journey of really empowering yourself and manifesting beauty and just this life that you really want to bring into, and you're connecting with your spiritual path and this inner growth, and you're doing a lot of soul searching, they're coming in to kind of guide you along the way. And then card 3 will look at what are the next steps on your journey, and card 4, if you continue down this path and you take guidance from your higher self, from your wiser self, what is the outcome of that? Okay. So let's get those tarot cards out. I love readings where there is manifestation, because I feel like, the universe is constantly growing, is constantly manifesting, and we are too part of that, and we are the same as our creator, and we do what we can do, what he or she or that energy can do, the sacred source, the universe can do. And once we tap into that, we kind of become so much more playful with the world around us. So let us get our first card, and that first card is going to be looking at what actions we need to be taking at this point in time. Alrighty, so we've got here the Six of Swords. That is such a divine, I'm going to say it, it's a delicious card. Let me tell you why it's a delicious card. Because there is this divine guidance that is happening. And automatically I looked at the card and I see this person, and you're this person there, sitting there. And it's your higher self. And you're divinely being guided at this point in time. And they are taking you on a journey. This is happening whether you like it or not. And of course, we have freedom and we have choice and we can do whatever we want. But if we kind of let the all-wise knowing person come into our space and guide us, you are really going to be guided to, I think, places that align with your desired goals and desired outcome. It's really kind of getting you to a place of aligning your thoughts and leaving behind all the confusion and chaos. So all of that is done and dusted now. You're moving past that. You're clearing the way. The way is really purely being cleared for you. And you're in this place of focusing and thinking quite critically on what it is that you want to be manifesting and what it is that you want to be bringing into your space. And so this, I feel like, is really your higher self going, let me help you, guide you. I have done this. I have lived all your lives. I am you. I am here to guide you, and follow. When you feel that in your heart, that is me. Listen, feel, use your intuition, and you will be guided into the space where you can manifest what it is that you're trying to manifest. And for a lot of you, it can be material wealth, but because you're on the spiritual path, I almost feel like it's something you're trying to transition into something new. You're trying to change everything around you. You're trying to reimagine the world and the life that you want to have, and the relationships you want to have, and the friends you want to have, and how you want to experience your family. And it's really just an entire shift in the way that it is that you want to experience your life. So this is very beautiful, and you're being divinely guided here. With card number 2, With card number 2, this is what we're gonna be talking about. Where does your wise self, and I always like to say wise self, because I feel like when we say higher self, it's almost like this, it's like this higher, and there's no hierarchy in spirituality. There is no higher and lower. It's just you're either vibrating at a certain frequency and you're attracting certain things, or you're vibrating at a higher frequency and therefore you're able to connect to getting those messages. And that's why it's so beautiful that you've connected here and you've clicked on this video, is because there's this connection that is happening, and that is the most beautiful thing, because you are then vibrating at a much higher frequency and you're able to connect with these messages. So with that said, we've got the 8 of Swords, right? So with the 8 of Swords, it can sometimes mean that we need clarity and there's limitations. But when I'm looking at this specifically, I've got the sense that your higher self is sort of urging you to look beyond your immediate fear, the feeling of whatever is limiting you. And often it's self-inflicting. It is not often something that is physically there in front of us. It's often ourselves. the fear of the unknown, the fears of, if I do this, what would happen? How am I going to do this? If I move down this path and I follow this endeavor, how am I going to feed my family? Because I don't see this path as the normal path, as the way in which people, make money and have, survive and do all these things. And it's almost prompting you to really seek for clarity and for truth, because beyond the entrapment, beyond the situation, is this higher perspective. And so you're stuck at looking at the tree and not the forest. And there's a sense of become the observer. And so although you may be feeling this fear of the unknown, become the observer of that, because it kind of takes you out of being here, and then you see the forest instead of the bark in front of your face. So I understand that you're feeling limited and you want to feel empowered and liberated, but this is really a time for you to take a moment to look and understand what are your limiting beliefs, what is no longer serving you, and step into that power. Because gosh, when you step into your power, honey, you can bring anything into your space. And you realize the game of life. You realize, oh, let me see if I do that, what happens? And then there's no longer that fear. And even if the fear is there, you become the observer of it. You're like, oh yes, I see that. That is an old pattern. It's an old belief. And it no longer serves me. So goodbye, So it's really getting into that space and sensing the fear and being self-aware of it and knowing that this is what it is. But remember that the gateway for you is open. So whatever it is that you're thinking and feeling, you're bringing into your space. So if it is that limitation that you're feeling, really understand it for what it is. And don't get stuck in the circle of it. Step back and become more aware and see it and become the observer, that silent witness of what is it that's really happening. And usually when you step back from a situation and you're observing it, and you find this in a lot of teachings, both psychology and all spirituality, there's that step back and see it and observe it and don't get entangled in it. And higher self is saying, look, remember, I am here guiding you. We already know all the possibilities. I'm here guiding you. So step away from this place of you feeling like you're limited. You're unlimited. We are all unlimited, you understand? So I actually find this to be quite a powerful card, because it's igniting those possibilities. It's like the sense, there's this sense of the fear of the unknown, but that's where we create everything. We create from no thing. And there is so many unknown possibilities, and it's an amazing place to be in, because many possibilities, many outcomes means that you can take leaps into what could be potentially the most amazing kind of life that you can have. All right. So, lovely. Page of Wands. So with the Page of Wands, it's kind of going, what now? What are the next steps? Definitely that I'm not afraid coming through here. You're not afraid. You are on this verge of, and it keeps coming to me, you're taking like unconventional path. You're taking a different path. You're exploring this different path. And it's this burning passion. Again, don't let fear and doubt hold you back. You cannot let fear and doubt hold you back. That is what you're going to manifest into your space if you do that. So really, this is like you're looking at all the possibilities. You're looking at this goal, this idea of this life, and you're going, I want to see that coming to my space. And so really, it's time to take that first step forward one small step at a time or one big giant leap. It's really entirely up to you. We can manifest in leaps and bounds or in little small steps. It's all up to you. It really truly is all up to you. So if you want to take that big leap or if you want to take a small step forward, just trust the momentum of where you are going. You are being divinely guided, and pursue what excites and inspires you. Your passion is truly, truly a powerful force, and it can really manifest whatever it is that you want. And this is that whole reading. It's like that gateway is open. Take advantage of it. You're being divinely guided, and I promise you, you're going to be able to use all the resources around you, which is you and the people and this beautiful earth, to take you on this beautiful journey. And for the fourth card, we're going to be looking at, oh my goodness, what is the outcome? What is the outcome if you continue down this path? And hello, it's the 10 of Cups. And really, that kind of just speaks to itself. I think you're going to be so fulfilled doing this for yourself. There is absolutely no doubt about it. You go down this path, you play this game of life. You know, you go and play around with the energies around you. And you know, there's energy around us. What energy do you want to bring into your space? One of the biggest things that I've been playing with is, opening my heart up and attracting people and experiences that vibrate at that frequency of me being super open, unconditional love, passionate about life, experiencing things that I've always wanted to experience. And my word, instantaneously, in like the last 3 months, I'm meeting the most amazing people, the most interesting people. And it's that understanding of, oh, wait, but I might have been meeting interesting people, but until I've met myself at my own depth of unconditional love, I will never see that in other people. And so you really can go create that life and that fulfilling life. Just go and figure out what is it that you're passionate about if you haven't figured that out, or if you're at that point of really understanding what it is that you want to create, that life, that new life. It's unconventional. That's definitely what I pick up. It's like that unconventional. You're worried maybe what other people might think. Don't. You're actually going to be leading them and showing them a really new space, and they're going to be like, oh, we never thought about that. Okay, let's go down that route, you know? So definitely a positive outcome for you. You're going to be so fulfilled. Please do go down this route. I want to pull out another card for you. I feel like there's a message from your higher self, from your wiser self, from the self that has lived all the possible outcomes of this current life and all the other lives that you've experienced on this earth. So I'm going to pull from this deck here. It's the Aries energy, motivation. With this card, what I'm picking up here, it's your wiser self or your elder spirit is kind of saying, okay, can you investigate what is motivating you to go down this route or to want this change? What is it that is truly driving you? Is it what society wants you to do? Or is it what is driving you from your heart center? What is driving that passion, that fire, that burn inside of you? You know, is it that's driving you? Or is it some other forces? And sometimes there are people with hidden motives, and so you take a lot of guidance from them, and that can lead you down a very interesting path. Although it may not be a bad thing, I feel like any path that you go down, there is always growth and there is always learning points, whether it be a positive one or maybe a little bit of an unpleasant one, because sometimes we do go down unpleasant paths, but at the end of it is that we still end up in a place of where we learn about ourselves on a higher level, and we go, oh, right, I see, that didn't happen, what would I do? But I feel like for this specific reader, you're at a point where you no longer want to be swayed by different things. You really want to be truly authentic to yourself. You want to be driven by your own, fire burning inside of you. And so this is kind of your higher self going, okay, do a bit of introspection. do go in and understand what is motivating you. Are you trying to live your parents' idea of a perfect world, or are you really trying to do something different and that is going to be fulfilling for you? There are, what, 9 billion, 8 billion people on this earth? Who wants to repeat the same life? What is the purpose of that? What is the purpose of consciousness to repeat one additional life? You know, we want to manifest something completely different, so that we can experience life in a completely different way. That is almost like the purpose of why we're here. Why else? Why not? Go do something crazy, get out there, or, you know, be extravagant if you have to be extravagant, but truly find out what it is that's motivating you, what is driving you, what is pushing you in that direction. And if it's authentic to you, you will definitely know. I absolutely love this reading for you. Remember, the gateway is open. So use this power to bring to you what it is that you want to experience in your life. Thank you so much for staying to the end. And if you enjoyed this reading, and if there was a powerful message that you received here, please do leave a comment and let me know what you felt and what is guiding you along your way. What is your passion? What is it that you want to create? I know there's crazies out there going, I want to do something really crazy and no one's really done this, but I'm a little bit fearful. Please let me know. I'm really, truly interested in the amazing lives that you guys are creating. But this is the end, and thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed already, please do subscribe. I will be giving out or posting out content on a weekly basis. And thank you so much, my beautiful seekers. Bye.